Hello and welcome to A Blockbuster Year 1985. I'm Brandon Mindell. With me always, no matter where he is in America, is Jay Ryan. Tonight we are talking about Stephen King's
Live from
apostrophe
Houston
S.
tonight.
Jay is in Houston. Stephen King's Silver Bullet. Let's pop in the tape.
Woo!
that intro ends very abruptly, but we're only using it for this month. Tonight we are joined by.
I like it. I think it's great.
Tonight we are joined by a special guest. You can see him in the top corner there. Reverend Kip Marshall is with us tonight.
How we doing?
Kip is a fellow Goonie that Jay and I spent a lot of very fun time with up in Astoria at the Goonies 40th anniversary. Kip is also one of the greatest detectives when it comes to film props and detecting little details in projects. Him and I, we have a very similar outlook when it comes to looking for things. So yeah, Kip, welcome to the show. Happy you're here.
That is correct. Yes, thanks for having me. This is my first time phoning into any podcast of any sort, so it's a special evening for me.
Yes, and I hate to ask, but
this feels like an old episode of Geraldo to me. If somebody were just tuning in right now, they would go, "What the hell is happening here?"
I'm sorry to ask, Kip, but what happened to your eye?
Oh, just a regular kite flying incident.
Oh,
yeah.
I hope you're doing okay.
It's getting windy here in Astoria. And everybody's got their kites.
I want the audience to know I did not agree to this.
Usually
this is a shtick-free show.
No, not tonight.
This is pretty normal.
Kip, we hung out in Astoria for the 40th anniversary. Jay, you and I, and a bunch of other folks. And you worked on a pretty special project. Jay and I have talked about it a lot on this show. It's come up a lot on Jay's other show, Late Night Playset. What is the project that you were involved with, Kip, up in Astoria, Oregon?
Oh, my goodness. I had the pleasure of working with the team who restored the home back to its look and feel from the film, both inside and out.
The Goonies house.
The Goonies house, the Walsh home,
yeah,
everything as you remember, from Mikey's bedroom to the attic. There was an amazing team. You got Bayman Zachary, who owns the home, and then you've got James Pierce Conley, who oversaw the production design of the show / remodel of the home. And that's who I worked most directly with, was James, and he sent me lots of blurry photos and asked me what I thought they were, and then basically I told him what it was, and then he would go buy one.
Yeah, I mean, Jay and I have both sort of gushed over the home. At this point, there is no photos or videos of the inside of the home because there was a whole documentary that was being made at the same time. But
6-part docuseries.
Yeah, a docuseries, correct, Jay. But I just want every opportunity to tell people, like, it was the most amazing thing I had ever experienced. The amount of work, the level of detail, the way it felt like this family's home. Not even just like, yes, it was the Walsh's family and it's from the Goonies, but there's something, it just felt so lived in, so warm. And so every opportunity I get, I just want to sing the praises of you and JP and Bayman and his family and the whole team involved in the recreation of that Goonies Walsh house, because it is something that people just need to see. It's amazing.
Hear, hear.
Yes, thank you.
By the way,
there were
I
so many
worked in film
people
and television.
involved.
Sorry, Kip.
I just said there were
No,
so many people involved. I mean, there's people I may never meet that touched this thing. So it's, I'm part of quite a few people who have had the opportunity to be involved from an early enough stage to really kind of help drive the authentication or the just the correct feel and look, getting that to the next level, getting in at the right time, and being here in Astoria really also helped.
Yeah. Yeah, you live in Astoria where Goonies was shot, and Kindergarten Cop, and Free Willy. So
I mean,
you're-
I met this guy 6 months before the job and the whole thing, and he's like, I'm manifesting this job. Somehow I'm going to get affiliated. Supposedly they're doing this for the thing and the anniversary, and it's all rumors, but like, if I can get into that, that's going to be my next thing. And sure enough, exactly what he told me he was going to manifest. We were driving in the yellow car on the way down to the, to the park with where the hideout was. And he was just like, well, yeah, heart to heart. And he's telling me all that. And it was just as kind of crazy as talking to Bayman and what he decided to do with the place. So yes, he lived locally and everything, but you kind of moved there with this belief that you would get involved, and you did.
The timing was
perfect.
perfect.
The ridiculous getup tonight in the costume, I actually think it's quite an accomplishment. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I just figured it was a special occasion. I should dress up. It's October. You can be whoever you want.
Yeah,
regardless of your injury.
You're a man of the cloth, and I respect that.
Yeah, it's October.
Yeah,
whoever you want.
Unfortunately, if you guys want to see, it's a little bloody. But this little guy got me in the eye here. Just like kind of just came out of the sky.
So did I miss that? That's not what happened. Did I watch a different?
Really got me good. No, Jay. This is my real life. But I'll be happy to discuss the movie.
Is your eye damaged in real life? That would be the craziest coincidence in the world.
He gouged it out for the show. That's how dedicated Kip was to his appearance.
Yeah.
Nicole used to work. My bring her up every episode. My dearly departed wife, Nicole, used to work with Ed Helms, and in The Hangover, he had a cap tooth that they took out.
So famously, Ed Helms removed his tooth for The Hangover, and also Jim Carrey had a filling on the front of his tooth, and he had it knocked out for Dumb and Dumber, and that's why his tooth looks real, because it actually is a chipped tooth in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Real quick, everybody.
So your eye is fine?
Yes.
So your eye is okay?
Yeah, you guys don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah. He has to clean it in about an hour. So.
You don't have a publicist yet, Kip?
No, I don't know how any of that works.
Just so people know, Jay is not streaming live from David Letterman's hotel room, but he is in.
That's how rumors get started.
He is in Houston, I believe you told me, right?
Yes, I've been in Austin for the last couple of days. I was at CODA, Circuit of the Americas, this morning, where they are preparing for F1. I'm very lucky to have had an experience today that I hated every second of. My person who works at the track brought me up that tower. Do you know that Formula One tower platform thing? With the glass floor? Well, it's one of those, just you're the only thing up there straight up in the air, like being on an antenna, or you're the Canadian National Tower, I guess, perhaps.
Yeah, the CN Tower.
It was too high for my liking, and the wind and everything else. But it was great. So CODA, and then I'm in Houston now to visit Mobile One tomorrow.
Yeah, and you're on you're on America tour with Yellow Car right now. You'll be driving around the country.
Thank you for bringing that up, Brandon. Yes, I am. I'm on the USA Grand Tour number 3. The first one, as you kind of remember, probably. Speaking of my dearly departed wife, it was sort of a bucket list trip, goodwill tour across America for Nicole and myself. It was the last time we got to do a lot of things. Yeah. And a year after she passed, or actually right after she passed, happened to be about the year anniversary of that. So we did it again. and then it became an annual tradition. So this is the third one, doing it in my wife's honor. But
Yeah.
I'm driving all around the country. It usually ends up being about 15,000 miles.
Wow.
And we've been to all 48 states. I'm trying to take different routes this time and hit different spots.
Yeah.
And so far, it's going well.
You posted a story the other day. You drove past those giant domes from Naked Gun, and I was like, "That's so cool! I can't believe that." Like, of course they're real, but it was just so cool to see you post about that bit from Naked Gun and do the bit from Naked Gun.
Well, yes, and we had talked about Naked Gun on the show recently, so specifically I had you in mind. But it's hard to drive past them and not think of it. I mean, that shot is just iconic.
Yeah, no, it's so great. So yeah, follow A Porsche Life 111. Follow Jay on his journey across America. Correct me if I'm
more
wrong.
specifically, I'm in a portion of Houston known as Humble. Hummel. No.
Yeah.
What's it? I'm by DeLorean. I'm going to visit DeLorean tomorrow as well,
Okay.
since you're BC DeLorean.
Yeah. Very cool. Correct
Where
me
the
if
hell
I'm
am I?
wrong, but was it not your US road trip number 2 where you stopped at the Goonies house and you met Bayman and his wife?
Yeah.
And then they enticed you to come back for the 40th?
Yes.
Yeah,
All of
it's
the
just
above.
like,
so it's really special to me. I wouldn't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you're connected to this trip. It's all yes.
Yeah.
Everything is yes.
Yeah.
It started with Dave at the museum, then Kip right here, our
Yeah.
guest with the one eye. Are you gonna for the whole episode? We have to look at this.
I don't, just we're just gonna go with it, Jay.
Okay, no. All right.
he's healing.
Going with it.
It's Halloween. I just left Comic-Con. There was way more crazy shit.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't dress up.
Hey, it's all good. I didn't dress
I
up.
didn't expect you guys to.
Yeah, I would. Oh, and Kip is gone. Okay. Oh, Kip is back in. Hey, welcome back.
I see the bit. I thought it would have been. I thought for sure the patch would be gone.
No, Kip.
What
Kip,
happened? You got.
I know you just left the studio. I was imagining that Kip leaves and then he comes back and he's got full werewolf prosthetic on.
Yeah,
That's how
it'd be a shame if that were to happen.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. Tonight we are talking about Stephen King's
Where's the
Silver
chat? Do
Bullet.
we have a chat?
Oh yeah, we do. We have a couple people watching. I see Dave is in here. Dave Knight, great cosplay, Kip.
Oh yeah,
Hi,
there you
Dave.
go. So I met Dave first.
Yep. Speaking of
Kip,
Dave,
then Rich, I guess, and then Bayman and Liz, and then the mayor.
Yeah. So, Silver Bullet, put out by Paramount Pictures. It is Stephen King, obviously one of the most famous authors in the world, has had countless books adapted into movies and TV shows.
Did it say Stephen King anywhere?
Yes, the title is
okay.
technically.
I must have missed it.
The title is technically Stephen King's Silver Bullet, and actually, you know what I noticed is this is the third movie in a row that we've done that has an apostrophe. So we've done H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator, George A. Romero's Day of the Dead, and now Stephen King's Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
Is this any easier for you guys?
Yes, somehow it is actually.
Okay. I just need Jay to be comfortable.
Well, it looks less like an injury now.
I love it
good.
so much, Kip. I'm so into it. So Silver Bullet is adapted by Stephen King from his novella Cycle of the Werewolf. Cycle of the Werewolf came out in 1983. It is the story of a werewolf attack that happens the full moon of every single month. So in the book here, where is it? Every chapter is just a month out of the year. And
Well, I feel like I feel like I missed something pretty important with that because the whole time I was wondering why is the narration and why is it the system? Okay, it makes much more sense now.
Yeah, but the book is quite different.
Yeah.
In the film, we follow little Marty, played by Corey Haim, in his wheelchair, the Silver Bullet. In the book, Marty doesn't come in until halfway through, until like July or August or something. He's still in a wheelchair. He still is attacked at one point by the werewolf and defends himself in a way that we'll talk about. But really,
Can
the
we
first
start
half.
with everyone had seen this movie?
Oh yeah, I guess we should. Kip,
Well,
I believe,
just for my own curiosity.
yeah. Kip, had you seen Silver Bullet before?
Prior, absolutely not.
And Jay, had you seen Silver Bullet before?
I there were parts that I must have seen. I remembered him on the bridge and stuff like so. But I don't think I ever saw it all the way through.
Yeah. This film looms very large for me.
Yeah,
because
I can see why, bro.
there are two movies from my childhood that traumatized me. One of them is Silver Bullet. The other is Mars Attacks.
Oh, why?
So
Why for both?
Well, Silver Bullet I watched with my grandma far too young. The opening scene, the decapitation, the head on the train tracks.
Starts fast.
That image has lived with me for forever. Silver Bullet is a movie that I always think about because I had so many nightmares about werewolves and all this death, imagery. I honestly, I probably watched this movie when I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. It terrified me. Mars Attacks was the aliens. The design of the Mars Attacks aliens freaked me out and also gave me nightmares. So basically my entire life and I love both of these movies. Like I love Silver Bullet and I love Mars Attacks, but they have this additional core memory attached to them because I viscerally remember these movies and how much fear it instilled in me as a child.
Mm.
So I've maybe been like I don't know. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But
I mean, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I loved it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I really expected to not like it at all, and I loved it.
I do think that there is like major issues with it.
Oh yeah, it's imperfect, but fuck it, it's great.
Yeah, and we'll get into all that. This book is really good. Like if you got any ounce of enjoyment from the movie, I highly recommend this book. It's so thin. It's a novella. It's super short, but the way it's written is so cool. And the artwork is, I've been posting a little bit about some of this artwork by Bernie Wrightson. It is incredible stuff. So
Speaking of artwork, R.I.P. Drew Struzan.
Yes, we should say Drew Struzan passed away yesterday. Famous poster designer. All your favorite posters, Drew Struzan posters, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, some later Star Wars stuff, Big Trouble in Little China,
Did he do Goonies too?
The Goonies, obviously, yes, of course, the Goonies. So, much love to Drew Struzan and his family. Guy was an absolute legend.
Yeah.
What about you, Kip? What's your quick pre-thought on Silver Bullet before we get into it?
We're about to dive deep, buddy.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how many different like references to what the Silver Bullet was supposed to be.
Yeah. Nailed it. Oh man, that one.
And then I was thrown off a bit by the sister narrating. I thought that meant that something else was going to happen at the end, but
felt like a league of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an older version of the sister. Like it's it's actually a different actress doing the voiceover.
It's whatever you think she might sound like in 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah, talking about I thought she was talking about a dead person, but I guess we'll
fact,
get to that later.
If I remember correctly, I don't even think it's 30 years. I think it's like something. It's like less than 10 years or something. It's really strange.
But she sounds like a 60-year-old woman.
Exactly. That's what's weird about it.
I remember when.
You're alluding to Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet is obviously what we all know kills werewolves, and it does factor into this film. But really, the actual Silver Bullet in Silver Bullet is Marty's wheelchair.
Yeah, his rig, whatever it is.
And the variations.
Yeah,
the marks. Mark 1, 2, 3.
Exactly. So he has a gas powered wheelchair that is like, it's a wheelchair.
That is rad. It's awesome.
It's so cool. So the Mark 1 is essentially like a wheelchair with what would be like a little mini bike motor on the back of it, and it like pops. Pop, pop, pop,
oh
pop,
yeah,
pop,
maybe a Briggs and Stratton, like from a go-kart.
Something like that, yeah. And he flies around on that. Later in the film, his uncle Al, played by Gary Busey, gives him Silver Bullet Mark II, and this is a 3-wheeled. It's still built around a wheelchair, but it's got like a dirt bike front end with a big windshield, silver and red paint job. It's got this amazing like custom cut silver bullet like metal piece on the back.
The exhaust,
and the exhaust, and it flies, right? It goes so fast.
The funny thing about that was he kind of runs out of gas pretty frequently with the old Silver Bullet with the Briggs and Stratton go-kart engine, which is just gas. Now this thing was very
5 horsepower.
It was a 2-stroke dirt bike, which is gas and oil. So he's complicated his whole issue, but don't get me started.
But Marty's getting older, okay? He needs some more responsibility.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that is not anywhere in this book. There is Silver Bullet, the wheelchair, the motorized wheelchair is not a thing from the book. That is something that Stephen King added to the screenplay to, I guess, boost it a little bit. Yeah, spruce it up.
I like
it. I love it too. I think it's one of the most iconic things from the movie is that powered wheelchair.
At some point in here, I go, oh, his wheelchair is called Silver Bullet. Now I get it.
Hey, Brandon, you already building one?
Yeah, that would be very, very cool. I would be really into that. Is to build a replica of the Mark II Silver Bullet. That would be awesome.
Then it's a slippery slope. You got to do like Mac and Me, and
yes, yeah.
Speaking,
you got to find children to drive them around for you.
The only other thing I wanted to say
Mac
about
and Me wasn't 85, was it? Oh
no, that Mac and Me is 83 or 84.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, because it was Mac and Me was a response to E.T.
E.T. Yeah, and what a response it was.
Oh yeah, I have it. I can't.
Yeah,
it's right up there.
God bless Paul Rudd.
Yes, Paul Rudd keeping Mac and Me alive.
Speaking of a slippery slope,
So Mac and Me has been re-released on Blu-ray, and you forced me to get it. I have to get it. I'm a big fan of Mac and Me. If you haven't seen this film, it is so much fun. It's bad, like it's a bad movie, but
it's on par with the movie we just watched tonight. It is the perfect. It is this. When somebody says like it's so bad it's good, this is the best case scenario of that.
Oh yeah, I mean there is a literal McDonald's commercial in the middle of this. Ronald McDonald is in this film.
No way. But
one of the things I had so I've had the Blu-ray of it. Shout Factory put it out. This is the 4K release. Vinegar Syndrome put this out. Actually, this came out on my birthday, so it was the best birthday present for me last year.
Happy birthday.
The thing that I have been dying for, and people have been saying online forever, is like Paul Rudd needs to do a commentary on this film. Because if people don't know, every single time for probably like 20 years, 15 years,
He was
Paul
doing
Rudd,
it when, yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say, he was doing it in the 90s when I was there.
when Paul Rudd would appear on Conan, any version of Conan's show, they would always cut to a clip, and it would always be the same clip from Mac and Me of
No matter what he was there to promote, big, small,
Yeah,
no
but
matter
he'd be
what
there
it
to
was,
promote a
and
new movie.
He would
They
tee
cut-
it up
Biggest
every
movie,
time, so it was
Ant-Man.
a surprise for Conan.
Yes.
And every time Conan would be duped.
And Paul's setup to the clip was always the best, and it was the clip of I cannot remember the character's name right now, but him in his wheelchair flying down the hill, going off the cliffside into the water, and then the little alien Mac coming out of the bushes every single time, the exact same clip. So yeah, I
Still makes me laugh. We're just talking about it. It makes me laugh.
it's
Yeah.
so much fun. Weird alien designs, weird animatronics, and it's just like. And speaking of that, like there were the
It's
ET
like
response.
it's like amusement park quality level electronics.
So many movies. This is another famous one. Nuki. Yep. Were just responses to ET. Just based on the popularity of ET, all of these films were trying to capture the magic. But already off topic. The last thing I wanted to say about Cycle of the Werewolf, which is something that I learned for this episode, was this whole project, this book, and the illustrations from Bernie Wrightson were initially conceived as a literal calendar. It was supposed to be a 12-month calendar, and it would have little illustrations by Bernie Wrightson and little write-ups by Stephen King. And then essentially Stephen King just got so into this little werewolf calendar project that he decided to turn it into a full novella. And this book came out in 1983. And then he decided to write the screenplay for it, which at that point was only the second or third screenplay he had written
in Houston.
So his first screenplay was for Creepshow, which we actually talked about last week a little bit because we were talking about George Romero. So this is the comic book version of Creepshow, which I showed last week, with art also by Bernie Wrightson, written by Stephen King. So he writes the screenplay for Creepshow, and then 1985 comes along and he writes the screenplay for Cat's Eye, which is another film that we'll cover eventually at some point on this show, and the screenplay for Cycle of the Werewolf, which is renamed Silver Bullet. The producer of Silver Bullet, Dino De Laurentiis, is, in my opinion, like a very famous name. If people don't recognize that name, he is the guy that brought us the Conan the Barbarian series with Schwarzenegger. He produced David Lynch's Dune, Army of Darkness, Flash Gordon, the 80s Flash Gordon movie, Maximum Overdrive. He's a very, very famous producer and was friends with Stephen King, and basically told him to turn this book into a screenplay and we'll make the movie. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Keeps popping out.
The internet's not so great up there in Astoria.
I'm right by my router.
It's all good. I'll keep adding.
But he still can hear
you in.
So that's great. Okay, good note. He can still hear me. Okay.
Yeah. So, like Stephen King, is Stephen King an important figure to you guys?
I met him in the mall once.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, at a Cinnabon at the Danbury Mall.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Also, you know what? Just because this is a movie podcast, shout out to Diane Keaton. Massive fan of Diane Keaton. I know she's not in anything we're talking about tonight, but that was a big loss for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I brought it up because I also saw her in a mall once. It's true.
R.I.P. Diane Keaton.
So Stephen King.
Yeah, Kip. Stephen King, is he an important figure in your life, your fandom?
Not really.
Oh, okay. But I'm sure, like most people, you've seen a lot of the films that were adapted from his books. I mean, like the Shining
Absolutely.
is probably the most famous.
Yes, tied to Oregon loosely.
Yeah, exactly. I think we are in a little bit of a delay here, so just keep that in mind, everybody. There might be pauses, but that's just we're just experiencing a bit of delay with everyone's internet, so bear with us.
Are you telling us or the audience?
I'm telling everybody.
Okay. See, I love this. I'm so glad you're doing this, because if anybody doesn't know, like, Brandon is handling all the production tonight. He's doing a very good job of hiding that he's doing it all, but he's doing it all.
I got it all. Here we go.
I'm trying to talk to you on the chat.
Yeah, I see it there. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I meant like everybody. Oh, look at that. You have that ability.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan Dole. One day we'll get him on the show. When he, okay. So so Stephen King, very, very famous author. You know, Carrie is Stephen King. Shining, Creepshow is 1982. Cujo 1983. The Dead Zone is also 83. Christine 83. Children of the Corn, Firestarter. Those are all.
Firestarter was good. Drew Barrymore.
That is Yellow Car in front of the what is the name of the hotel, Kip?
Timberline Lodge.
Timberline Lodge, yes, out in Oregon, and that is famously the exterior helicopter shot.
Yeah.
From Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Aerial.
Yes. And
it's
then
funny
they
when
went
you examine it how little it actually is used in the movie.
Yes, it's literally a helicopter shot into the parking lot and the building.
Yeah.
And then Stanley Kubrick and his film team replicated the exterior of that hotel in England on a soundstage, or I guess outside, but in
I think both. There were versions of both, but yeah.
So the film is directed by Dan Attias, and it's really the only film. He did a couple other films, but it's kind of one of his only films.
I worked with him for years as a TV director.
Yeah, he became a huge TV director. He worked on so many shows. A big show for me, and actually one of the shows he worked on for the longest. He directed 16 episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But then he went on to do like 6 Feet Under, The Sopranos, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
A lot of David E. Kelly in there.
Yeah. One of the coolest things that I learned is he was actually the assistant director on E.T. And
he's also overcome some crazy tragedy in his life. He's a really decent dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't read about any of that stuff, but
probably not. But I've just personally, we worked with him for years, and he was going through some serious shit, and he has prevailed and persisted, and he's a very impressive person to me.
Well, and
this movie aside, although I love it.
Well, and that's the thing, is that like Silver Bullet is his first film. He basically went from being an assistant director, and they gave him, he had made a short film in film school, and Dino De Laurentiis, the producer, saw it, loved it, and basically handed him Silver Bullet after a famous horror director passed on it. Don Coscarelli. I can never remember how to pronounce his name, but he famously made the Phantasm series with the tall man and like the the silver, like the
Spear
chrome
thing?
orb, the sphere, yeah,
Yeah.
that flies and has the blades on it. He shot he made the Beastmaster with Rip Torn, and Don Coscarelli turned down Silver Bullet, so Dino De Laurentiis went to Dan Attias after.
Huh.
And I believe he made another movie. It might be more of a TV movie. I actually can't remember for sure.
Back to radio and Astoria.
Yeah. But there is some really good stuff in Silver Bullet, and he himself has sort of talked about how he didn't really know how to do a lot of things. But I think the movie is serviceable. It is a ton of fun, and maybe in the hands of a more experienced director might be considered more of a prestigious werewolf movie, right? I think there's a level of like laughability in this.
A level.
And yeah. Well, I'm trying to.
I thought
I'm
the
trying
whole
to,
thing was like kind of tongue in cheek. I hoped.
Oh man, I cannot wait to talk about that. Put a pin in that, tongue in cheek. The film is also produced by Dino De Laurentiis' wife, Martha. She's credited as Martha Shoemaker in it, but her professional credit now is Martha De Laurentiis. And then the other thing, production that's really interesting is the design of the werewolf. The werewolf was designed by Carlo Rambaldi. Now, Carlo Rambaldi is most famous for designing E.T. He is the one who came up with the design of the big head and the big eyes, the long neck, and like the bulbous body of E.T. So, I don't think the werewolf is very effective in this movie.
Oh, dude, I kept in my head and in my notes. I keep calling it a guy in a bear suit.
Yes, that's what.
Oh, it's the guy in a bear suit.
That's what everybody thought.
It was an old Letterman gag. Can a guy in a bear suit get into Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks or an H&R Block?
Yeah,
this just looked like a guy in a bear suit.
Well, and
nothing said wolf to me, especially when he started clubbing people with a bat.
Yes, and
we'll get to that.
There's a little bit of like, it's almost like cute. Like there's something about it that's like a little bit cutesy as opposed to scary.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, he's got like a little face. I believe the inspiration is they were trying to go more wolf-like than man-like, but it's not as effective. Most people thought it looked more like a werebear, right?
Yeah, bear wolf.
Man bear pig.
Man bear pig. Yeah, so apparently the story goes as Stephen King wanted a werewolf that was different than other designed werewolves in previous films.
Nailed it.
So, yeah. So him and Carlo Rambaldi designed the werewolf that ends up being in the film. And
it's almost like Tasmanian devil shit. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
or like a hyena, it's just shaped wrong to be anything but like
it's definitely a strange design.
Not a wolf.
And Dino De Laurentiis did not like it. He really didn't like the design. And basically Stephen King strong-armed Dino De Laurentiis and said, like, well, no, this is what we're doing. You can either cancel the movie or go with the design. And so they did. Between Stephen King and Carlo Rambaldi, they went forward with the design of that werewolf. Where were we here? Oh, and then the other thing, and then we can start talking about plot. Oh, we should get some actors actually. They originally had hired a professional dancer to wear the werewolf costume, but Dan Attias and the team did not like how it was going, So they basically just convinced Everett McGill, who plays, well, spoiler alert for Silver Bullet, Reverend Lowe. He dons the werewolf costume for the film.
Oh, that's funny. I kept calling him Reverend Twin Peaks.
Yes,
that's funny
for sure. Any thoughts, Kip? I know you're popping in and out.
It still says I'm backstage on my screen. Are we all good on your side?
No, you're here.
Oh,
you're
Okay.
You're here. Can you see us?
I can see you guys. It just looks like you're the only two on the show from my perspective.
So you're not
it's okay.
There. We can see
you guys. You're here and you're in. Any thoughts on the werewolf design?
Yeah, not great. Fun, but not great.
Yeah.
I do like that you get to see it like right out of the gate, at least like in some capacity, that attack like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Too many modern movies take too long, I think, to get around to anything. So I like this was kind of just the pace on this was decent.
Yeah, for sure.
This was the opposite of Don't Show the Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't show it.
Ironically though, I did write down on my notes that there's moments that feel very Jaws inspired. But it's not particularly the werewolf stuff. It's actually the townspeople stuff.
Oh,
really reminding
great
me of
townspeople in this.
Yeah,
great fucking townspeople in this. Also, some incredible actors in this.
Yes,
we'll go down the list, I guess, when we get to the plot. But
exactly,
I'm really impressed with a lot of it.
We had mentioned Everett McGill. Everett McGill plays Reverend Lowe in the film. And as we alluded to, and as Kip is alluding to, Reverend Lowe ends up being our werewolf. Through a series of events, we find out, and I think one of the most spectacular ways that finding out somebody is like this monster that changes.
You mean the reveal of the eye?
Well, I just mean I love the idea of a werewolf being injured, in this case, his eye being blown out by a firework. That's what reveals the human form of the werewolf. I think.
Yeah, I loved it too.
That's directly from the book. That is a Stephen King idea, but that has been the thing that has really always stayed with me from this movie. Is I think that is like one of the coolest ways to suss out who is the monster in human form, and then the film actually has like this like really great like tense sort of like I like an eye montage where Jane is looking for somebody in town who only has one eye, and all these like super great close-ups of all these people in town while she's collecting bottles, and then a wonderful reveal of we find out that Reverend Lowe has one eye.
Yeah, I love that whole scene.
Yeah, so Everett McGill is fantastic. I mean, he is an actor that has not done a ton of stuff, but for me, I am a massive Twin Peaks fan. Everett McGill plays Big Ed Hurley on Twin Peaks. I have this. So these are like Twin Peaks trading cards, and one of my prized possessions is I have in here. Pull it out. These are a bunch of signed trading cards that you get randomly in packs, but I have this rare double signed Everett McGill and Wendy Robbie Twin Peaks trading card there.
Sweet.
So, and honestly, Kip's gone away again.
Poor Dave Knight was having issues when he was up. He's in the Pacific Northwest too. Oh no, it wasn't Dave Knight. Who was it? Dustin.
Yes. These
we want to have Dave Knight on. Dave, we want to have you on. I know you're watching.
Yes.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, we want to have Dave on. These are probably two of my favorite characters from Twin Peaks, Nadine and Big Ed. But I just my love for Silver Bullet extends into Everett McGill, and this signed trading card is very cool. He's
Oh,
also
Everett
in.
McGill played Big Ed,
Yes,
as in like
yeah,
Big Ed's gas farm.
yes, that's Everett McGill there on the Everett
Do you
McGill.
know Do you know that Big Ed's gas farm is? It was two locations. It was one up wherever Pacific Northwest, but then also one in Los Angeles, and that is Newcomb's Ranch up in ACH, where we go every Friday morning.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that
Wow.
about
Yeah,
like your breakfast club.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. I got
And then the cabin from Twin Peaks, where the cabin that they would always go to is the Newcomb's cabin, which is burned down, but the
Oh,
foundation's still there.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan. These are
I
some of
didn't
my
know
other
that.
ones. Cheryl Lee, Ray Wise, um, Charlotte Stewart, who plays Colonel Briggs's wife, but she's in Eraserhead, which was David Lynch is one of my favorite human beings. Everett McGill is in David Lynch's Dune as Stilgar. But one of the cool things about Everett McGill is him and Wendy Robbie, who plays Nadine in Twin Peaks. They're in this movie, The People Under the Stairs.
Oh
Wes
man,
Craven's
Woo!
People Under the Stairs. This is a wild film.
And
And so Big Ed Hurley and Nadine from Twin Peaks, Everett McGill and Wendy Robbie, they play a couple in The People Under the Stairs. And yeah.
Oh wow.
a couple of somethings.
Yeah, this movie, honestly, this movie is insane.
Insane.
It's
What's the kid's name? Fool?
I don't remember. It has been a long
Oh,
time since I watched it, but this is going on my to be watched shelf for the next week. I'm going to revisit People Under the Stairs. He's fantastic. Like I said, he doesn't have a lot of credits in his career, but I think he's such a cool presence when he's in a project. He's like a calm, cool, collective guy.
Want to see it?
What is this? Oh yeah, of course. So
That's Newcomb's.
So did they build a set there then?
Yeah, they just dressed it to look like a gas station
Yeah.
instead of a restaurant.
So then I wonder.
There was already
then,
a general store there.
Yeah, but then his Big Ed Hurley's like gas station with the big sign that plumes the smoke. That's probably out in the.
I think that's the other look. Yeah, this was probably like maybe the reverse side or something.
Oh, okay.
They did dress it with stuff, so maybe they put a facade up, but like not what I'm picturing, like you're picturing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, guys, any thoughts on Everett McGill as Reverend Lowe and our werewolf?
He's also in a movie I really, 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 really like. It's not from 1985, but it's a guilty pleasure, kind of like the movie we'll watch tonight, called My Fellow Americans, about two ex-presidents who team up and whatever, and he's the villain in that as well, and he's just a great villain. He's got one of those faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, he's a cool looking dude. On the
Shout out to My Fellow Americans, another forgotten gem.
On the Silver Bullet Blu-ray, there's an interview with him, and he's older now, 35 years, I think, when that special feature was shot from the initial release, and his hair's all gray and like kind of spiked up, and he's like sitting in a chair, and he still looks cool as hell. I mean, he famously gets with one of the town's most attractive women on Twin Peaks, Peggy, what's her name? Peggy Lipton, who plays Norma, who owns the Double R Diner on Twin Peaks.
Oh, geez, that's a big one.
Yeah. Peggy Lipton, the actress, was married to Quincy Jones, the famous music producer.
Rashida Jones's dad.
Yes, Rashida Jones's. So Peggy Lipton is Rashida Jones's mother. Anyway, I could talk about Twin Peaks forever.
That is the math, isn't it?
Yeah, that is exactly the math. We have Corey Haim. Corey Haim plays young Marty.
Does a damn fine job too.
Yeah, he
does. He is not the weakest link in this movie.
No, but not like he's a great child actor. I mean, there's a reason why the Coreys were a big thing in the 80s, right? Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Like Corey, he does a great job in this film. He's also in another film, Lucas, with Cary Green from Goonies.
Still have
and
never seen that.
I've never seen it either. And he's in The Lost Boys, Corey Haim. License to Drive with Corey Feldman.
Oh, personal favorite.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
What the fuck? You would love it. You would love it. It's everything you love about 80s movies.
Maybe I'll get around to it. I don't know.
And Cars. Hello.
You know, you want to know a real secret? I don't really like The Lost Boys. That's
you know what? I don't like it at all. Look
okay.
at us.
Yeah. Okay.
Even when it's $4.99, I don't buy it on iTunes.
It's just one of those movies that it's never done anything for me.
Too many goddamn vampires. I get the joke. I never need to see it again.
Yeah. I'm not even a big vampires fan in general, with the exception of What We Do in the Shadows. I have to, like, strong asterisks. There's something special about the show and the film What We Do in the Shadows, because they're kind of making fun of vampires that I can.
It's a Munsters version of vampires, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So that's the only exception. But I don't ever seek out vampire movies. They don't do much.
Since we're talking about genre movies, I found today's movie to be a far more enjoyable watching experience on my silly laptop than even in the big screen of Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
This was so much more satisfying, and this was a way bigger movie than Teen Wolf too.
Yeah. I just realized that we're going to talk about 3 werewolf movies on this show, because we've already done Teen Wolf. We're doing this one currently, and then we're going to be doing The Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf, at some point as well. So
I think we might need to switch years before some of those things happen, right? Because even still, there's only 2 weeks left in this month, right? And we got to do Freddy and Jason. You can't not do Freddy and Jason.
No, I know. We'll get around to them. I'm not.
All right.
Yeah,
maybe we'll have special theme episodes.
We're just doing straight horror this month just for fun. Doesn't mean we can't do horror peppered in.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes
your genius eludes me.
Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts on Corey Haim? Kip, Corey Haim as Marty?
I'd say it was pretty believable. Good casting. Yeah, not the weakest link.
He did really good paralyzed leg work. There were very few moments in that movie where I'm looking for it, dealing with my dearly departed wife. And I was very impressed with that, even, let alone his child acting skills.
Yeah. No, he's great.
It's a lot to take on for, a movie that's pretty campy. Which is, you know what? It's uneven. Some parts are really campy, and some parts are like, oh, what a lovely little movie.
For sure.
It kind of had smacks of the sweetness of the character. Kind of had smacks of I like where you talk, Frank. Sling Blade.
Yeah. Well,
you remember the young boy and how he was kind of befriending the.
No.
Well, never mind.
I only know Sling Blade through meme culture. I've never actually watched it.
Then never mind. The meme kind of misses the point.
I do think that there is some really sweet moments. Like, I really like the moment when he comes into Jane's room and leaves the money to get her new hose, right? I think there is some really sweet.
You have to leave the money for the hose.
Yes. It's wonderful. I also really like the moment where Marty's mom is sort of like reprimanding Uncle Red, Gary Busey, for drinking.
Don't drink in front of him.
Exactly. Like those moments, they're actually like really powerful. They're done really well, and then mixed in with all this other insane camp werewolf blood and guts, right?
It's uneven, yeah. Well, part of it feels like a movie of the week, and then part of it feels like a direct to VHS horror movie.
Yeah. Well, and maybe that has to do with something with just the the inexperience of Dan Attias, coming right out of a short film and getting handed this Paramount Pictures werewolf movie, right?
Didn't Dan Attias do a bunch of Losts as well?
I don't remember seeing that.
I feel like he did.
Yeah. So, and then we have Gary Busey as Uncle Red, probably the wackiest, campiest character in the film. I mean, Gary Busey is doing Gary Busey.
Ah, I want to agree with you there, but the truth is, like, before Gary Busey was what we all know Gary Busey as today, he used to be really impressive. He was nominated for an Academy Award from when he played Buddy Holly in the Buddy
Yeah.
Holly story. He did all his own singing and guitar work as well. I find him to be captivating as an actor, especially in all this old stuff. I saw a racing movie with him recently, and he was just so fun to watch. I don't know. Do you think he's just playing Gary Busey? Because if so,
well,
he's playing the Gary Busey he became today in this one.
And here's the thing. I think he does a really good job in this movie playing an annoying, like, loud, drunk person, right? Like,
Mhm.
and yes, we all know the Gary Busey that is today, that is
Entourage.
wackadoodle, right?
Yeah.
But
He
I
had
think that
like
there
a
is,
couple motorcycle accidents.
yeah. Well, actually, in interview, actually no, it was the Everett McGill special feature on the Blu-ray. He talks about how Gary Busey is wild, and he's like, and this was before all of the accidents. He specifically says that, like, he was kind of always that way, right?
Uh,
So there is a little bit of cuckoo bananas
yeah,
in
maybe
Gary
you're
Busey.
right. Maybe
But-
I'm
He's always been wide-eyed.
But
I
I
agree
don't
with
think
that, too.
it's not bad in this movie at all. And
Oh,
maybe
it's great.
it is the character that he's portraying, but he does a really good job. So much to the point where the only character who ad-libs in this movie is Uncle Red. They would much like the way a lot of movies are made today, especially comedies, the likes of Adam McKay and the Anchormans and all that kind of stuff. They film what is scripted, written on paper, and then they will do a couple free ones where people are sort of coming up with new lines, having some fun with it.
They play Beat the Joke, and they're called alts in the biz.
Exactly. Gary Busey, most of the dialogue he says, basically anything that you're like, well, that's a weird thing to say, was kind of like just Gary Busey ad-libbing on set. And those are all of the takes that they ended up liking better than what they had written and are in the movie. And I mean, it's entertaining. Like, he's,
I mean, Bill
again,
Murray's
like,
similar too in Ghostbusters. Most of his scripted lines were different.
and the things that he's saying and the way he's saying it is exactly what the uncle that gives you fireworks and builds you a wheelchair that goes 60 miles an hour, that is exactly how an uncle like that acts. So either it's the most perfect casting from the casting director, or it is Gary Busey understanding himself and what this character is, because
Yeah.
it's it is infectious, his performance in this film, and
Definitely
it helps with the enjoyment of it, really.
Definitely agree.
You had alluded to, yes, Gary Busey plays Buddy Holly in the Buddy Holly story, nominated for an Academy Award. I think
So
a lot of people
talented. He used
know
to go
him
on
from-
Letterman, and he one time the musical guest left, and then Gary stepped in after doing panel to go be the musical guest as well because he
Yeah.
could play with the band. So impressive.
I think a lot of people probably know him from Point Break with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's a good one.
Filmed
he's
here. Well, parts.
Lethal Weapon for me too.
Yes, Lethal Weapon. And yeah, Kip, you had alluded there's a scene at the park we were talking about. What's it called? Ecola?
In Indian Beach at Ecola Park. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, they filmed some Point Break down there. Predator 2. I love him in Lost Highway, the David Lynch film. He has a small part in that. His son is an actor, Jake Busey. People probably see an actor and go, "Hey, that guy looks a lot like Gary Busey." Well, that's Gary Busey's son, Jake Busey.
Yeah, I guess I'm older. He's been in so many things. Starship Troopers, you probably know him from.
Yeah,
if you're a big fan there. Or for me, it's Contact. He's the guy with the bomb in Contact.
Yeah, but I mean, talk about somebody who looks identical to their father, right? Like they have the same teeth. It's they have the same smile. He's fantastic. Any other thoughts on Gary Busey?
Nope, big fan.
Okay. Jane, the sister, is played by Megan Follows.
Don't know her from anything.
Well, she's a big deal up in Canada. She's a Canadian actress.
Oh,
and she is Anne of Green Gables. In Canada, we have a thing called heritage up here, and we.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means that everybody loves this one TV movie called Anne of Green Gables, and we're all obsessed with it. We all have seen it in school. It's played on it looms large in Canada, this Anne of Green Gables TV movie. Actually, I just learned, I just realized that it is a 1985 TV movie. So maybe somewhere down the line, a special episode, we'll talk about Anne of Green Gables.
How can we not?
Actually, you know what's even a friend of the show, Justin Scard from Random Land, he just did the filming locations of the Anne of Green Gables because he has family up in Canada in the Ontario area. So check out Justin's filming Anne of Green Gables filming locations. So so she's a big deal in Canada, but that's more or less kind of her only big prominent role. It would be Anne of Green Gables and Silver Bullet. And her character is very similar to how her character is written in the book. She has anger towards her brother.
Does.
Her calling him a booger multiple times in the film is directly from the book. She refers to him as a booger, which I do think that's a hilarious insult. I'm going to start calling more people boogers.
Is she the narrator? Does it place a narrator in the story, or is it just unnamed narrator?
There is no narration. It is
okay.
The book is written from an omnipresent point of view, just telling the story. It's not any particular person.
Once upon a time.
And the book is kind of just telling, like, for the first 6 months, the 6 chapters, it's kind of just, each one is just a death. It's like this person is this in the community. This is, these are some of their wrongdoings, right? It sort of plays that line. And then they die. And then the next chapter is the next person. So it's kind of just telling these stories of these characters. And yeah. I mean, she does a pretty good job. Her character is like a bit unlikable. I don't really think she gets much to do other than like be mad and then be supportive, right? Like,
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. She's kind of just that character that moves the story along. Like, here, you come here, you do this, you do that.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. She didn't stand out at me as. Yeah, I think you're right. Mediocre is a harsh word.
Yeah.
How was she in Anne of Green Gables, the Canadian national movie?
I haven't watched it since I was in school, so
she's perfect, obviously.
Obviously.
I know she's beloved for and there's a couple different TV movies where she plays Anne.
I thought she was fine in this. You know who was rough was the mom. The mom was not fantastic as an actor.
But again, I don't think she gets a lot to do. And I mean, the dad is non-existent.
Yeah.
She has that one scene, which I do think is good, where she is getting mad at Uncle Red for kind of like like again, he's just being annoying. He's loud. He's gambling with with a young boy,
Drinking
drinking
whiskey
in
out of
front
the
of him.
bottle.
Yes, exactly. Like she's right. Like he is not the role model that young Marty needs. And Marty looks up to Uncle Red
Yeah,
so much. His favorite person in the world, right?
yeah, it's true.
Beyond him giving him this motorized wheelchair and the things that he does, like he loves his uncle, and his mother is concerned what influence that will have on a young impressionable boy. But you're right, she really has nothing else to do. She has that one scene. They make this like weird illusion that like the family like forces the Jane, the sister, to like take care of Marty and watch out for him, right? But it's not really like delved into very, very deeply. It's very surface level, I would say. That family dynamic is very surface level.
Yeah, like what happened to Marty? Why is he in a wheelchair? How did he get paralyzed? There's so many questions.
Yeah, like what grade is he in? Like, do we even know his age? Is it just it's all kind of?
That's true. I guess they don't specify. They don't specify that in the book either. It's not. I mean, I guess we can assume he's what, like 13. I would say.
No
Sure,
more,
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
less even. Yeah,
Yeah.
12.
No,
I was imagining 12. I don't.
12. But you're right. It's just like kid in wheelchair. There's no
Yeah.
Yeah.
grade 3.
I want to do a couple of quick shout outs to some other cast members that one I don't
please.
even think is recognizable. And I actually didn't even realize it was him until I was looking at the cast.
I got a bunch. Just hang on. When we started, can we just start with the beginning of the movie? It's forget the curveball, Red. Give him the heater from Major League.
Okay.
Do you know that guy's name?
Is that the drunk guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's been in other things. He's like a guy that
All right. I
usually
didn't
has
know
way
his
more
name, but
lines.
like I know that guy's face and voice, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I didn't clock him.
Okay.
But I was going to shout out Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah,
who
John
plays
Locke for sure.
The
Terry
sheriff.
O'Quinn.
Yes, and people will know him as Locke from Lost. But I don't think he doesn't look the same at all. Granted, he has hair, I believe, in Silver Bullet.
Yeah. He's been around forever.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the ice skating movie Cutting Edge?
No.
Really? Oh man, I think you'd like that one too. He's Moira Kelly's dad in that. Like I don't know, if you're old like me, he's been around forever and he used to have hair.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, like he does a great job, and it wasn't until the end of the movie when I was, doing all the information for the show that I was like, that was John Locke from Lost?
Yeah, it's when
I
he
couldn't
gets
believe it.
When he gets there, when he gets into the room with the beast thing, it just feels very John Locke and the Smoke Monster.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
From Lost.
The other one I wanted to shout out was Lawrence Tierney.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, so he is the proprietor of the bar. Owen is his character's name. And he sticks out to me as he is Joe from Reservoir Dogs. He is the guy that puts he puts the team together in Reservoir Dogs. He's part of the very famous tipping scene at the beginning of the film. He's the one who they're all working for. He also is Elaine's father on Seinfeld.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, yeah. Those are
the two things. Maura Tierney, who you like from News Radio.
Oh.
It's her dad.
I didn't even make that connection, of course. But he has...
Maura Tierney. It was Moira Kelly a second ago, and I fucked myself up.
But he has such a recognizable face, right?
The people at Seinfeld said that they wrote him in and they intended to have him be like a recurring character, like all of the other characters had parents. They said he was so scary on set that they were like, it's too intense.
Yeah,
too intense.
He really is. Even in
even in this episode film. In the lobby when they're waiting with the rain and the jacket, it's so good.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah. Is that's the one with the pink inside, right?
Yeah.
Jacket. Yeah. Okay.
That's why he ruins the jacket, because he won't walk with him with it outside.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And he has a part, or I guess a prop in this film that's kind of become a symbol of this film. Like even I talk about these all the time, but these Shout Factory Blu-rays, they always do new poster art, and the new poster art, which is pretty dang cool. Here, I can do this.
Oh, wow.
Werewolf of the Club. Oh my God, don't get me
Illustration.
started.
This one, make myself big. There we go.
Oh, wow.
So there's the silver bullet. There's Reverend Lowe chasing the silver bullet. There's the werewolf, and then in the werewolf's hand is a big bat, and that is Lawrence Tierney's Peacemaker bat.
The Peacemaker, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Did you have anybody else that you wanted to shout out, Jay? Anybody else that you sort of?
No, I think you've got a. Oh yeah, actually, here's another one. Bill Smitrovich. Probably doesn't. It's not even a name to anybody. He's not only from my hometown in Wilton, Connecticut, but he used to be on David E. Kelly's shows a lot as a judge or something. He's a friend. He's awesome. He was the dad on Life Goes On. You would know this guy, but he's going to be at ChillerCon in 2 weeks up in Jersey, where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So I'll see him and take a picture and then show him.
Who did he play in the film?
I don't remember. He's just, the guy who was I can't remember the character's name, but she uncovers him with the shave.
Oh yes,
checking for his eye.
He has like the chin, like the big.
Yes.
He runs he runs like the armory store, like the.
Yes.
When the town is all banded together, he puts the sign out that's like a sale on guns.
Yes, but he was also like in Independence Day, and he's been in everything.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
But awesome guy. Big fan.
I mean, we've sort of talked a little bit about the plot. The film opens up with this train worker working the night shift, and as Kip had mentioned, like right away off the top, do we not only get some werewolf action, but we get our first bout of gore, right? The head fully ripped off this guy instantaneously, and that is the moment. Like that's the moment that has stuck with me for my entire life. Right away, right away as a young Brandon, I was traumatized by this film.
Also, in my head, whatever I thought about this movie, I thought it was like a kid's scary movie. Like for some reason, I didn't think it would be as gory and graphic as it was.
And it's R-rated. This film is R-rated.
I understand why.
Yeah, but you're right. Like it does have that level of it kind of does feel like it's like a family movie.
I feel like anytime I would have seen it, it would have been on TV anyway, right? So it would have been like condensed and homogenized.
Yeah, it just has a level of gore that makes it R-rated, but a lot of the content is like quite mid level. We're having a big community. There's a big community fundraiser. They prank Jane and she falls into a puddle, rips her pantyhose.
Very bad for her in that scene.
Yeah. Oh man, my empathy meter spikes just because I'm like don't treat people like that. Like, and then like Marty does feel bad instantly. It's his friend Brady who really puts the snake in Jane's face, and even though Marty doesn't stop him, he's like, "Don't go crazy," right? But she falls in the puddle, and he feels bad. Yes, and Marty feels bad, and then we have the scene where before that actually, Jane overhears somebody talking to somebody at the community event in private that it's his baby, right? Clearly, there's an affair going on in town, and she's pregnant, and he says it's not my baby. And storms away, and she's upset. So Jane overhears this conversation. Then we go to we get back to the house, and we have the scene where Marty apologizes to Jane and gives her the money. And I've always really liked that. I've always loved that scene, but I've always liked.
What's it for again, Brandon?
for pantyhose.
Oh,
For hose.
For the hose. But I've always liked that scene that he like leaves too much money, and then she's like I can get a set for $1.40 or whatever
at the
and she
drugstore, yeah.
yes yeah and she like doesn't take all of his money. I've always really liked that.
Yeah.
And then we have Stella is the woman's name, who is the pregnant woman who it's not his baby, as he says, and she's talking about she wants to take her own life, and she's aware that she wants to she's aware that like suicide is not is an unforgivable sin, and then
but I don't care right now.
She's killed by the werewolf, and this is the thing that comes up later in the movie, and this is one of those moments where like I don't think the film like really does this well, which is because we find out later that the reverend of this small town is the werewolf. He's the monster. There's an illusion later that he says that he killed Stella so that she could go to heaven, right?
Because if she had committed suicide, she would have gone to hell. And she was aware of that and acknowledged.
Exactly. And that, in my opinion, is kind of the only one that kind of makes sense. The train maintenance guy was a town drunk. They say that he was the town drunk. Not really a reason to be killed. The Tammy's father, the guy who dies in the greenhouse, he is a piece of shit. Like he's clearly abusive verbally. He might even be abusive physically. He says some pretty disgusting things. So in a way, they're kind of towing this line of like, is Reverend Lowe as the werewolf? Is he doing good? Like very, very heavy quotes, good in his mind. Is he taking out the filth as he believes in this small town, or saving the souls?
Right. It's one of those pick a plot line.
Yes.
Is it a monster? Oh, is it the full moon? No, he can do it anytime he wants. Like, oh,
exactly, Totally. It gets
so it's werewolf
so
vigilante justice.
Exactly. Like it, and the book is maybe a little bit more clear with that. Granted, the book actually is it's one kill a month on the full moon, so they're very strict with those full moon werewolf rules. But the book does sort of also allude to the werewolf is kind of killing people that the werewolf believes should be killed. It's very strange, but I don't think the movie makes it very clear and does not do a good job with communicating that information.
Agreed.
The community starts to get concerned. Marty takes Tammy home because Tammy lives near the house where Stella, who was just killed in her room, lives. That's where we meet Tammy's piece of shit father.
At some point in one of these scenes, right around where you were talking about, there's an army helicopter. Some kid is playing with this little army helicopter on a wall. And I had that army helicopter when I was a kid. It's got a little yellow dome in the front, and it just brought back so many memories. And now I want to find it. I want to find one.
Oh, that's great. I didn't clock that. Obviously, you clocked that for different reasons, but
only because I go, oh, I forgot. I didn't even remember that it existed. And then when I saw it, I was like, man, I loved that thing.
That's cool. And then we have Uncle Red. Uncle Red shows up. And this is the scene we were alluding to where he's drinking whiskey straight from the bottle, playing cards with Marty, being loud. Marty goes up to bed and Marty's mom
That's a weird scene, man. That is a weird scene.
In with the mother or with Marty and Uncle
going to bed, the good night scene. That whole the way they chose to shoot it, the way he just goes up until he's out of frame. Everything about it is just very. Also, what's he do when he gets to the top of the stairs? Good night, son. Like there's so
another
much
wheelchair
work
up there.
Yeah.
So, and
there
even
might
still,
be.
is he going to get into it himself at the top of the stairs?
Yeah. I mean,
And then can he,
we
the
do
brushing
we
of the
see
teeth, all the other stuff. Yeah,
we
don't get me
see him
started.
climb down the trellis later in the film.
Yeah.
And back
He's
up
got a
it
lot of upper
later.
arm strength.
Yep.
And up the tree.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he climbs up into a tree by himself.
To get the kite,
so
right. Meanwhile,
he's
his
pretty
friend's over
independent.
there, able-bodied, flying his own kite with a smiley face on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a bit of a bully. Brody is or Brady. Sorry,
Yeah, Brady.
You know,
it's okay though. He's
so
going
I
to
guess
get
he
his own
deserves
in
to
just
die.
a few minutes.
Yeah, I guess in werewolf terms, because you throw a snake in a young girl's face, you're allowed to die. So then we have
we're not there yet.
Oh, I was gonna say. So then we have Tammy's dad. He's watching wrestling. Oh, that hurt my parts.
They're my parts. Yeah.
Drunk as a skunk. Here's some banging out in the greenhouse, which Tammy had alluded to, that she's heard sounds out in the greenhouse. So he goes out there, and his death was a reshoot. Him falling through the floor and then on that piece of wood. That was a reshoot, I guess, to add. It didn't really specify what it was for, if it was to tone things down or add more gore.
There were weird choices how they either showed everything really graphic or nothing at all.
Totally. Exactly. And maybe
the part when it's Brady's freaking dad, when Brady's dad's freaking out, like that's amazing. And we don't even see what he saw.
Exactly. Well, and at this point, we haven't really we've seen the werewolf a bit, but primarily we see the werewolf's eyes, right?
Yeah.
And
which are in the opening to this show, I think.
Yes. Psychotics are more active when the moon is full. Great line from Gary Busey. So now the town is on a curfew. We've had
because the fireworks are canceled.
Yes. But that's after Brady's death. So the town is on lockdown, and Brady and Marty are flying kites now. This is where Marty's in the tree. Jane comes and says, "You're late for dinner." Gets Marty out of the tree. They head home. Brady says he's going to stay out and fly kites a little bit longer. And then we get this scene in a bar where the townspeople are dissatisfied with how the police investigation is going. You know, they're threatening the deputy, and then Brady's dad comes in and he's looking for his son. And there is a couple moments where I think that this film is like made very well, and it is the cut from Brady's dad concerned in the bar to the sheriff walking with that bloody kite. I'm like, that is a good cut. Like, that is an example of like why the form of film works, because it's like that kite is covered in blood, and you can just see in the sheriff's face the horror that he just came across, right? Which then we find out is the torn up body of young Brady.
Torn apart.
Yes, exactly. Ripped to pieces.
Yeah.
And if we're going by what this movie is trying to tell us, for some reason Brady deserved to die. I guess he was a little jerk, right?
There's that puddle thing.
Bad apple.
Yeah, exactly.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Exactly.
That John Candy documentary was fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think we'll talk about it. We have a couple other John Candy movies we'll be doing
smart.
on the show, so we'll definitely talk about it.
That was the
when
most
we get
politely I've ever been shut down in my life. You're really good at this. That was rad.
Yeah, I approve.
Right? That was very well smooth, very smooth.
But we will plug it. It is available on Amazon Prime. I Like Me, the John Candy documentary, and it is. If you love John Candy, you'll love the documentary. That's for sure.
Oh, now
then we have Brady's funeral, and this is where the Reverend Lowe is sort of giving a sermon. And now the community is like really fired up. You know, a child was killed. We're on our fourth death in a short amount of time. And this is the scene where like I remember writing like this feels like Jaws to me, you know, like the private justice, the powers that be, the law are saying like don't do this. But these yahoos are gonna go out and they're gonna take care of business themselves for their community.
It's my wife's Christmas roast.
Yeah. It gets bonkers, right? Like the amount of fog that is in that forest. It feels
Let's go there.
Yeah. But it feels like it feels like War of the Worlds, like a 1950s like set built inside of a sound stage,
something like that.
Yes, it feels very much like this fake forest that they've just pumped full of this fog.
It goes straight haunted house, and I loved it. I was there for all of it, all that heavy, thick, dry ice sitting on I just thought it was great. I loved it all.
Yeah, and like
and those doofuses were getting their own because like they shouldn't have been out there in the first place.
Exactly. We have the bear trap. The one guy gets caught in the bear trap.
Oh, that's a funny gag when he does it. It's a funny gag. What's that? What?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's a perfect example of like the tone of this movie is reading comedy sometimes, right? Like you're kind of bouncing all over the place. Is it a horror? Is it a comedy?
Yeah.
The one guy gets thrown against that tree, he gets like pulled down in the fog and thrown against the tree. And then that other guy gets like half of his face ripped off. Brutal. And then the Peacemaker bat comes back. Lawrence Tierney gets pulled down, and we see Lawrence Tierney's hand come up, and he's hitting with the bat. And then all of a sudden, we see it's now a hairy arm holding the bat and beating Lawrence Tierney with the Peacemaker bat, which I like it. I think it's awesome that this werewolf uses this broken bat.
I thought it was ridiculous. I was like, what did I say? The guy in a bear suit. What the hell do we call it? I don't know. But the swamp scene. This killer dog scratches, he bites, and he bludgeons. It just seemed very odd to me. The choice of a bat.
Yeah,
I get it in the one scene, but then like he starts doing it again later. I'd love to know the psychology behind that one.
And again,
does he need a tool?
Yeah, well, it's learning. It's using tools.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And not a thing from the book at all. It's fully fabricated as a visual piece for the film. But I will say, probably the funniest edit in the film is this foggy forest scene. All these people die. Smash cut back to the funeral. 3 coffins.
Oh my God!
Reverend Lowe is giving the sermon.
Another day, another funeral. Is what I wrote.
But I just
and I'm laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Next line, is this a comedy?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a hilarious cut.
And that's when Father Twin Peaks starts freaking out.
Well, and leads to, I think, another scene that is pretty memorable, where everybody in this church at this funeral starts transforming into werewolves.
Which was great misdirection as an art form, just because like, oh, now we're not thinking it's the father. It's definitely not the priest because he's afraid of werewolves. Can't be.
I thought the opposite. His how his brain imagined the transformation was like, how would he know this?
Then you obviously nailed it.
Oh, interesting.
I took the bait.
Well, here's a question, Kip. When did you know? When did you find out that it was Reverend Lowe as the werewolf?
I mean, I think definitively when you see the eye being covered up when the sister finds him, but it struck me out that it played that whole scene and then he wakes up from the nightmare and I'm like, how does he know what the transformation of werewolves look like?
Interesting.
Is that common? Is that common knowledge amongst the people?
I've never thought of it like that, but that's very astute. You're
Mr.
totally right.
Pathology over here.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is that like why are we focused on him in that moment, right?
Yeah.
But yes, the definitive answer is when we see him with the eye patch, because that's the reveal. Even that shot is we see him from behind later, and then it's revealed. But no, that's
it's the one person she wasn't like overly trying to pull the towel back off the one guy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like she really wanted to check everybody, and it's like, oh, it's nobody. I'm a fool. He got me again. I'm never gonna think it's this guy. Oh shit, it's that guy.
Exactly. So he has this dream of everybody transforming in the congregation, and that's directly from the book. That's this artwork here. So that's why in the book there's all of these werewolves in a church. So that whole dream sequence is right from the book. In the book they allude to it quite early on, and maybe if you don't actually know who the werewolf is, they're pretty the way the book formulates, like there's a kill early on that's not in the movie whatsoever. It's somebody who runs like a 24-hour coffee shop or diner in the town, and it goes out of its way to say like, oh, and then a customer walked in, a customer that I don't normally see at this hour. He asked for coffee, right? Like the book doesn't say, and then the Reverend walked in, right? It just says a customer walked in, a customer I don't normally see at this hour, right? So the book is trying to hide it. I don't even know. I don't know when I originally figured out that it was the Reverend. I was much too young, much too scared to even think about that kind of stuff.
I think for me it was probably when she's bringing the cans back all defeated, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. It'll be that guy.
Yeah.
They do lead you because you just see the backside of him, and they give you some time to stew over. Maybe you're accepting that it could be him.
Every other face in town.
Yeah, exactly. Now the fireworks are canceled.
So now we're under lockdown.
Yeah, no, there's an initial curfew set earlier in the film before Brady is killed, because Brady obviously stayed out after curfew on a full moon. I mean, literally the dumbest thing you could do is stay out after curfew on a full moon.
While everyone was at the bar.
Yeah, every adult in this town is at the bar.
I have a problem with the bar. If we talk more about the bar,
sure,
I've got some comments.
Sure, go ahead.
There's no music. Like, it's quiet. There's no moment of like turning the jukebox off so there can be commentary. It's just there's never music, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Maybe it was intended to drive some awkwardness in the film, but it's so quiet during the dialogue in the bar scenes. It's a little awkward to me. Maybe it's totally intentional.
No, you're right. I'm sure that is just a cost thing. But
we couldn't license anything. There will be no music.
There would be quiet music playing from a jukebox in the corner, right?
At some point, but
you're right.
That threw me off.
So this is where we get Silver Bullet 2.0. Uncle Red unveils this incredible machine that he's built for young Marty, and young Marty goes ripping on it. Super fun. I mean, who wouldn't want to ride a bike like that, right? Then he gives him the fireworks because Marty is sad that the fireworks have been canceled, and he tells him to stay near the house. Marty sneaks out, goes to this bridge, which is a real bridge in Wisconsin, where they Wilmington, not Wisconsin, Wilmington,
North
Carolina.
I think most of this in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah, all Wilmington, North Carolina, and that bridge is still out there today, the Silver Bullet Bridge. And this is like I had said at the beginning of the show, this is the scene that has always been what I think of when I think Silver Bullet. I would say this is probably my favorite scene.
This is the scene that I remembered in my head as well.
Yeah. Marty out on the bridge, having fun, lighting off fireworks on the 4th of July. And then we have a POV shot through the forest. He's being stalked, looking around up the bridge, and the werewolf is on the bridge. This might be the first time we sort of clearly see full body of the werewolf. I know like we see it very quickly in a couple of other times, but he's kind of just standing there and then coming towards Marty. And
hulking towards Marty.
Yeah. And what does Marty do? He shoots the big rocket at him and hits the werewolf right in the eye. And it's wonderful. Like it's, I don't know. I love it. Like I love everything about it. I had talked about how I love that. I love how it infers the reveal of the human version of the werewolf. All of it. It's just, I think it's such a cool idea. And it always is what I look forward to when I watch Silver Bullet, is this latter half of the movie.
It was a surprise to me. I was not prepared for that.
For him to shoot the werewolf in the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool, eh?
Absolutely. Just having no prior basis. It's like, oh man, I didn't know that was going to happen. They got him pretty good.
And then we get Jane in detective mode, right? Jane is out there looking at people's eyes, trying to figure out who has one eye. And she's collecting bottles and cans to raise money, and she drops them off at the local church, where I guess the Reverend takes them all in and puts they have like a little chart where they're like filling out like the thermometer for money. And Jane, I guess she doesn't see the eye patch first. We, the audience, see the eye patch first, because she's first talking to the Reverend. He's gardening, and she
doesn't suspect him at all.
Yes, we only see him from behind, and then a wonderful reveal shot. This wonderful like tracking shot where the Reverend comes into frame, and boom, as you can see
below
us, he looks exactly like Kip. He's got the bandage over his left eye, right? And now we know, holy shit, Reverend Lowe is the werewolf, right? It's so cool. Jane finds inside the garage amongst the cans, she falls into the disgusting cans. She's scared by a mouse, falls into the sticky, disgusting cans. She finds the Peacemaker bat, and I don't know how she knows that is the bar owner's bat. Like, it's weird to find a bat, but she specifically knows that is Owen's bat from the bar. What is Jane doing?
I told you, she's just a means to exposition in this movie. That's all she is. She just move it along.
And then Reverend Lowe confronts her, and this is where Everett McGill starts to get like creepy, threatening. He has a different demeanor, right? And
say hello to your brother.
Exactly. I wrote that down because it's a line that I love. Give my best to your brother. Now Marty starts.
Say hi to your mom for me.
Yeah, say hi to your mother for me. Then Marty starts sending Reverend ransom style notes that says, I know who you are. I know what you are. Why don't you kill yourself? He starts sending to the local Reverend. In the book, there's a really great moment that they don't do in the movie, and Marty sends multiple letters, and when he tells Uncle Red in the book that he's been doing this, Uncle Red is like, are you crazy? Like, you can't do that to somebody. And then Marty reveals that the last few letters he sent, he's been signing his name. He's been saying that they're from Marty. And then Uncle Red is like, "What do you do? You've told him who you are?" And then Marty smartly reveals, like, "Well, he hasn't called my parents. He hasn't told anybody. So clearly he's the werewolf, because if he was not, if he wasn't, he would be reprimanding Marty or telling his parents."
Smart kid.
Yeah. So that's not in the movie, but it's a moment in the book that I've really liked. Uncle Red kind of believes them right away. He's skeptical at first, but then they go and they watch Reverend Lowe for a bit, right? And he's on board. Like, one scene, that can't be
that guy's werewolf as hell.
Yeah. And then they go and they watch him and they're like, okay, and then we have a big set piece where Marty is sort of watching some boys play baseball. It's kind of like a weird moment. Like, I understand.
Yeah, I wish I had legs.
Yeah, I understand what it's showing me, but it's kind of this like weird moment at the end of the movie.
Yes.
Kind of, I guess, just to get Marty out of the house to then go back home.
Oh,
right?
I don't know. I didn't, I did not like it, but like, I didn't get it. I thought it was weird as hell.
I also like it feels like it's just like pulling on our heartstrings, right? Like, it's just kind of,
yeah. You remember, it's right at the end. They're like, you remember he's in a wheelchair, right?
Exactly, right.
It's like somehow they're teeing up the joke at the end to make it okay.
Yeah, like, obviously, I'm sure a young boy growing up with that sort of disability would have those moments, but in a way, I almost feel like this isn't the movie. This isn't the story.
Not the time either.
Exactly, right. But we have to get Marty away from the house, and he has to be traveling so that Reverend Lowe can chase this child down in his car. Good thing he's got the Silver Bullet Mark II, because on Silver Bullet 1, he'd either run out of gas or wouldn't be fast enough to outrun the Reverend.
Well, would he have even been on the road in the Mark I?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have this big chase. Hits Marty. Marty hides out in this abandoned bridge, and then the Reverend comes in and threatens.
He crashed into it.
Exactly. And then
that was really good suspense, though, when the guy's pulling up and he's walking up and then he leans down. That was good stuff.
It's a great shot. I mean, that shot is in the trailer, and if you're paying really close attention in the trailer, you'd probably figure out that the man dressed in all black is the Reverend, right? Like,
yeah.
Not a lot of people wear black shirt, black shoes, black pants, other than pastors and priests. And this is where the film tries to allude to Reverend Lowe doing a kindness as the werewolf, right? He talks about killing Stella allowed her to go to heaven, right? Like,
yeah.
We talked about it. Like, it's muddy. Like, it really doesn't make any sense.
It's not just vigilante justice werewolf style. It's like religious based.
Yes.
Thou shalt not. Yeah. There are too many facets to this.
And I think at this point, well, at some point in the movie anyway, it's implied that it's not full moon based, that he can transform whenever he wants to, right?
But he won't be able to not do it on the full moon day.
Exactly.
They said that they reveal that he's strongest on a full moon, but he can always change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think because he likes it. Just like Scott Turner or Scott whatever for Teen Wolf.
Yeah, Scott Howard.
Scott Howard, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the scene is good because the actors are good. But if you start to think about the dialogue and
Don't
the
pull the
story,
thread. Yeah.
exactly, it all falls apart. But
Yeah.
ultimately, it is an intense scene. And then Marty is saved by the farmer, the random guy that
By screaming
uh,
his guts out.
yeah. And
Yeah, because
again,
Uncle Red didn't put a horn on the silver bullet, apparently.
oh, totally right. There needs, yeah. What was he thinking?
Yeah, what? Come on
Uh,
now.
he definitely needs a horn on there. Something. He's going to be driving on the roads. Needs turning signals, horn, rear view mirror. Needs it all. Make it road legal.
Mark III gets a horn.
Yeah, I love when the farmer comes in. We reveal that it's been revealed that
Spooky in here.
Reverend Lowe has run away. Yeah, I wrote it down. Spooky in here, isn't it? And it's great. Like, it's a funny moment, cuts the tension. But again, it's just like this. What is this film, right? Is it trying to be funny? Is it trying to be scary? Is it trying to be gory? It's pulling at all these different different avenues. We get we get back with Uncle Red and Jane. Marty's telling them. Uncle Red doesn't really believe until he sees the damage on Silver Bullet Mark II and asks, what color car does the Reverend drive? Blue. And there's paint transfer on Silver Bullet, right?
Yep.
So then he goes and he tells the sheriff, and the sheriff believes him, right? Like, there's no, like, we're just clipping along at this point now, right? Like, we're in the back nine of this film, and there is nobody is like putting up any sort of fight. The sheriff is not like, that's ridiculous. Our Reverend is a werewolf. It's like
the first half is a little slow to tell. The second half flies by.
Totally, right? Basically, like, when Marty shoots the werewolf in the eye, it just clips along.
Totally. From eye to eye, which is the two fucking. But also, what's with this kid and his eye shots? He's vicious.
Great aim.
Vicious.
Amazing aim. Sheriff goes to investigate, finds the car, finds silver paint transfer on the car, and has to take the Reverend in. Reverend spooks him in the garage. And that's a really great shot. I really like the shot with the sheriff and the flashlight, and Reverend Lowe kind of like steps into the beam. Really, really great.
To me, that's the John Locke and the smoke monster.
Yeah.
Like, that's that moment where, John Locke wants to know everything on the island.
Yeah. And then,
like, I never expected this.
the Reverend Lowe transforms right in front of the sheriff, and then kills him with the peacemaker again.
Bludgeoning once again.
Yep. And then the sheriff is never spoken of again. They allude to, like, the sheriff went missing. No one's seen him. And no one is concerned. like there's not a county-wide manhunt for their sheriff, right? Instead, we've got Marty, Jane, and Boozy Uncle Red, who are now going to make one silver bullet.
I thought about this when, at least when the notes taken part. When he shoots him in the eye the first time.
Yeah.
I think that makes, what's Corey Haim's name?
Marty.
I think, should remember that. I think that makes Marty the first one to fend off the vampire, right? I mean, the werewolf.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone else has just been a kill, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's
how it is. Their dynamic?
Like Marty's, you mean?
Well, no, I was thinking more of the werewolves, honestly. He's used to just, food, or I'm killing that thing or whatever, and it's easy. And then here's this kid, and it's like, wait, this is why it didn't work.
Well, I in the book, the Reverend doesn't know he's the werewolf. He knows that something. He knows that something happens to him on the full moon.
I like that so much better. This guy knows what he's doing and is coming up with reasons for it.
Yes, like classic werewolf mythology, I believe, is they don't have any control. and or memory
like
of
Jekyll
what
and Hyde.
happens. Exactly. So
Oh shit!
in the book, he wakes up and his eye is missing, right?
Oh,
And
that's
he,
awful.
yeah, and he doesn't know. Actually, I want to show this because I think it's so great. In the book, Marty still shoots the werewolf in the eye with the firework and knocks it out. But then, because of how scary that moment was for Marty, his family actually sends him away to go stay with other family in Vermont for a few months. And the town is on,
Months.
yeah, he goes away for months. July, I believe it happens, but then October he comes back to do Halloween, and that's how he discovers who the werewolf is, because the Reverend Lowe has the eye patch, and they specify that Marty is dressed as Yoda. So you can see in the artwork there's
Crazy.
Marty wearing a Yoda mask, the back of
Crazy.
it, and I just love this artwork, so I just had to show this Reverend Lowe Yoda artwork. But yeah, so Reverend Lowe in the book has no idea what happens to him. He just wakes up and he's powerful, like he feels energized after the full moons, but then one night he wakes up and he's missing an eye. Whereas yeah, in the movie, it's implied that he knows what he's doing and he's using it to kill people he thinks deserve to die. Right?
Perfect.
Yeah, so Jane and Marty, they donate their silver necklaces and their crosses. Uncle Red gets one single silver bullet made. At least in the book, they got two made, right? Like, one bullet seems a bit ridiculous. Even if you don't fully believe Marty, like maybe get at least two made. You never know.
Doesn't have to be called Silver Bullets. It'd be a plural movie.
That's true. Okay, that's fair.
And the gunsmith couldn't have said, "This is my best work" twice.
I loved that actor, and I loved that scene. I thought, what a great just little bit part in this film. He has that
every character actor was delightful. I really enjoyed all of them.
He has that line where he's like, what does Gary Busey say? Like, oh, I don't know what he's gonna hunt with it. He's like, how about a werewolf?
Yeah.
And I like that little montage of him making the bullet. It's kind of cool. Pulling the metal into the mold, smacking
knocking the end off it. Yeah,
and then pushing it into the actual casing. It's a low grain powder, so it won't tumble.
Yeah.
Now it's Halloween, and of course there's a full moon on Halloween. Surprisingly, Uncle Red has won a romantic trip for two to New York City, and because his wife left him, he's given the romantic trip to Marty and Jane's mom and dad, which I think is it's a great setup, because then we realize he didn't actually win a trip. He just paid for a trip and told them that they won it to get them out of the house. I think it's played really nicely. Marty.
If it wasn't told by that shitty narration, I would agree with you.
No,
but at that point, it was wearing on me. She's like, at least Marty I thought it was a coincidence.
I guess they do, the narration does say that he won the trip, but then Marty asks him, "Did you really win a trip?" And he goes, "No."
But in the narration, she goes, blah, blah, blah. And coincidentally, blah, blah, blah. But, well, at least we thought it was a coincidence. She sets it up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The narration is bad. I fully agree with you that their narration is
I'm not hating on it. I just, it's one of those weird, disjointed parts.
Yeah. Now, it's 3 a.m., nighttime. Uncle Red has the gun on his lap, burns himself with a cigarette, falling asleep. And, he's skeptical again. He wants to send them to bed. Nothing's happening, and then Jane sees the werewolf in the window. And again, he's cute. He's a cute little guy, not scary. And then the power goes out, and then the werewolf bursts in through the wall and starts.
First, he takes the bullet out of the gun like a schmuck.
I know, what an idiot! Like
you
see
got
that
the gun
coming
and you got the bullet.
yeah, a mile away, like that. Like, okay, here comes the tension of the
Whoa.
scene. Yeah, werewolf bursts through the door, bullet goes flying down the vent in the floor, and Uncle Red is just getting absolutely tossed across this room. Not killed, mind you. Like, the werewolf is just like playing with its food. He's just throwing him into everything that could possibly shatter.
Like 6 feet off the ground, throwing him into
Yeah.
the china cabinet. 6 feet
Yeah.
off the ground. Oh, into the wall.
Yeah.
At one point, I made a note here: never go into glass hands first. Like, at one point, he goes into the mirror and he's like, "Woo!" Oh,
Yeah. And
brutal.
it's all slow motion.
Yeah.
And then we have like the whole sequence of Marty trying to reach for the bullet. You know, like it's all like fine, right? Serviceable, encroaching on like cliche and just like not as much like excitement or tension as maybe a final battle should be, because he is just getting thrown around. And then, you know, Marty gets the gun and puts it, or gets the bullet, puts it in the gun, and Marty is a crack shot. The other eye he gets the werewolf in. It's insane. In the book, like I said, they have 2 bullets. The first bullet just hits the werewolf in the chest, but the second bullet does hit the werewolf in the eye. So they're trying to carry that on, but it is absurd how great Marty's aim is in this film. And then,
Yeah, I'm surprised they went that route. Put that much faith in that character that he was going to nail that without anybody even questioning it.
Although, I mean, again, I keep showing these illustrations because they're just like, they're the best. But the last illustration in the book is Marty blasting the werewolf. Right? So, then we have...
And then after the post-transformation, it's just a naked guy with no eyes.
The naked reverend. Right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's just at that point, he's just a body. It's just a naked body with no eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we like you said, we have like a reverse transformation. Not very common in werewolf movies. We see a lot of transformations, but not a lot of reverse transformations. The irony of that, I think, is one of the most famous practical effects for a werewolf transformation. What they do is they use a lot of it backwards. So they'll have like a piece of fake skin with hair outside of the fake skin, and then they pull the hair into the skin, and then they reverse the film so it looks like the hair is growing out of the skin. Whereas this, they got to do the same technique, but they did just pull the hair into the fake skin, right?
Well, and it looks surprisingly better because it is shot the right way.
Yeah, when you reverse film, it has like a weird movement to it, right?
Yes.
The physics aren't right. You just know it's not right.
It doesn't work the same way, right? With gravity and all that. Kind of neat, you know, good enough werewolf makeup, you know. There's obviously, like, I brought this out because if people have not seen American Werewolf in London, hands down the greatest werewolf transformation ever put on film. It is an amazing work of art, the transformation in American Werewolf in London. Also a movie that is kind of a comedy, directed by John Landis, Blues Brothers, Animal House, but just probably, for my money, the greatest werewolf movie ever made, American Werewolf in London.
It's a good one.
And then we find out that this whole movie has just been the story of a brother and sister's connection and friendship. You know,
I love you.
I love you. I know. It's just like, it's all of it is like so strange at the end.
The last line of the movie is, "I love you, Marty. Good night." And
Good night.
I'm dying.
I wrote that down too. I love you, Marty. Good night. What is the good night?
It's too much in the wrong direction. I don't know. But meanwhile, I loved it, and I loved it so much that I continue to watch the credits, which I do to see if there's anybody I know or used to know. Yeah. And then at some point, the lovely score that we ended the movie with turns into "Here I Am, Alone Again."
Yeah. Like what? Like,
and a really peppy version of it too.
Did Marty like pass away? Like, not young Marty, but like, is this years in the future? And
that's correct. I don't know.
Yeah, the good night is so weird.
Final.
It's so strange.
But meanwhile, it's implied that he's paralyzed, not that he doesn't have like multiple sclerosis or muscular dystrophy or something like that, where like he's gonna die.
Yeah, it's a weird last line, and
it makes some choices, guys.
Right? Yeah, I mean, so much fun. Obviously, not as good as it could be. That's the one thing that like always I think about. Like, oh, this movie could be so good, but it's just not as good as it could be.
Agree across the board.
Yeah.
That's why it's probably not the household name.
It is good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kip.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's likely why it's not really the household name that some of the other 85 movies are.
Yeah. Or even the werewolf movie that people turn to, right? Great. Has a great title, has the Stephen King attached to it. But like American Werewolf in London or the Wolfman, or even like the I can't remember, but the 2000s era Wolfman, I think
Jack Nicholson.
Oh, Wolf, yeah, the Jack Nicholson Wolf one. Mike Nichols, another weird person to be like directing a werewolf movie. But yeah, that fun movie. But yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like it's very enjoyable. Any other final thoughts about the film itself?
Enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Yeah. Kip?
There is something I intended to point out, and I was gonna see what time in the film it was, but there's a scene where Marty is going down the road in the Silver Bullet, and the music it is playing is a style that has taken off more recently called outrun. I don't know if you've ever gone online and look up outrun style music, but it's seeing a huge resurgence. And there was just one spot in the film where there was an outrun style song, just heavy synth, upbeat.
Yeah.
Man, I was really grooving on that part. That was a surprise for me, was to get that great little clip in there that is kind of akin to what's coming back around and music I listen to when I need to be pumped up.
Yeah. I mean, these films, 1985, we are mid synthesizer, 80s music, electronic music, new wavy, all that kind of stuff, all just gets used because it's the music of the time in these films.
Yeah, and the only time in the whole movie there's even a song anything like that. So it was oddly placed, but very I enjoyed that.
I don't know if it has an official release, but the music was done by Jay Chataway, and he had done music for a bunch of Star Trek, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, after Silver Bullet. But I don't know if there's an official like soundtrack release. Otherwise, you might be able to find that song so you can add it to your jam mix.
Yeah, I was gonna go a little bit deeper down that road, but forgot.
Yeah. So Silver Bullet was made for $7 million. Came out October 11th, 1985. Opened number 3 at the box office. Just behind Commando and another film, Jagged Edge. Only played for 4 weeks in theaters. It went from 3rd place to 5th place, 7th, and then 13th. But it did make an estimated $10 to $12 million in the box office. So
Hey, it's money back.
did well. Like it made its money back. It does have a bit of a legacy to it, but as we've discovered, like it's fun, but not great. Like, and it is great. Like it's hard to quantify this movie because
There's
so
some pieces. There's shots. Certain shots have just the best lighting or the best angle, but it is not consistent.
Totally. And I think it's more of a screenplay thing. Even though Stephen King is the master of horror, I just think that the film is muddy script wise.
Yeah.
And I think
no contest.
And maybe the lack of experience from Dan Attias in just like the tension building maybe doesn't carry throughout the whole film. And then I think ultimately the design of the werewolf is not scary.
No,
there is many other more frightening werewolf designs, and I think a big problem with this movie is just like you're not scared of the werewolf ever.
Looking.
Yeah, like it's not scary looking. Every time we sort of like see its face or its eyes, you're not.
Somehow they define the werewolf's behavior. It looks terrifying the way it's killing people in the beginning. But you're right. When you look at it, it's just a guy in a bear suit.
Exactly. So here is the really fun thing about the Siskel and Ebert's opinion of this film. So Siskel hated this movie, but as we've discussed in many episodes past, Siskel hates violence. He cannot stand violence, even though he really liked Reanimator, but he felt Reanimator was a comedy and it allowed it to be more violent and gory. But
I think it also found him on a good day.
Yeah, that's true. And he didn't even actually review it theatrically. He reviewed it after the VHS release and after it had sort of, gotten quite some notoriety. But so his quote is "Silver Bullet is laughably bad," right? Obviously thumbs down for Siskel. The interesting thing is Ebert gave it a thumbs up because he thought it was a parody of Stephen King horror werewolf movies. I encourage people to go on YouTube and watch the Siskel and Ebert Silver Bullet episode, find the segment, because Roger Ebert goes on this like rant about how he thought it was so funny as this parody and a send up of the genre, and Siskel is like, it's not. They're trying to make a serious werewolf movie. Where it's like, nope, it's akin to Airplane, and I'm like, how do you perceive Silver Bullet? I understand that it's laughable at times, but how do you compare the Zucker brothers films like Airplane and Top Secret to Silver Bullet? It really is not. But ultimately, he gave it a thumbs up, right? There, it was thumbs down from Siskel, thumbs up for Ebert because he thought it was a comedy.
Wow.
It's just I find these Siskel and Ebert reviews fascinating. Sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're right, sometimes they're so weird like this one, but they're of the time, so they're the best thing to look up. But I just his quote is he gives it a thumbs up as a comedy. That was his recommendation.
So once we decide it's not a comedy, that thumbs up goes away.
Yeah, basically. And I don't think it is a comedy, right? Like, I think we can all agree that it is.
I mean, there are some very funny moments in Jaws. It's not a comedy.
Well, and I think some of the comedy in this film is accidental, right? And I think
fair enough. Yeah.
I would say that is the big difference between, like, we were talking earlier about like Mac and Me, right? Mac and Me is a family film, trying to be a comedy, but a lot of the comedy comes from the accidental nature, right? A so bad it's good movie really is special when it's all accidental.
Yeah.
Whereas Silver Bullet, there is some attempt at comedy, but some of the stuff we're laughing at is accidental. So it's not trying to be a comedy. It just might be funny because it's not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Silver Bullet before we get into the last few things here?
Nope.
Kip?
I mean, you know what I mean. We've done a good job. There's not a whole lot of substance to this one.
No, there wasn't a lot production wise. There's not a lot of like, but we've covered all of it, right?
Yeah.
Any
was
other
fine.
final thoughts?
It was very enjoyable.
I just had to point out the fact that it was, you gave me some movies to choose from before we did this, and part of the reason why I chose this one was the wheels.
Yeah.
Because all of our Instagram handles are related to vehicles and wheels, and I thought it was very fitting.
That's true.
So go a little deep on why I chose this one. I also didn't want to speak to any franchises. You threw some franchises at me. I didn't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
But it was all about the wheels for me.
Yeah. Yep. It's all about Silver Bullet, baby. Okay.
He's right. BC DeLorean. Let's run some red lights, which is the Ecto reference, and then Porsche Life. That's interesting.
Now we got Silver Bullet.
Yep.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was the wheels until halfway through the movie. I thought, oh, we're gonna need to kill this werewolf. What do we need?
Yeah.
Well,
I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, there's wheels. We're doing it.
I mean, and that's like it again. Like that's not in the book, so that was a thing that was brought to the movie. But it kind of is. It's cool, right? The idea of naming his motorized wheelchair Silver Bullet is pretty sweet.
We have to have more reasons to like Gary Busey as well. Otherwise, he's just a drunkle.
Exactly. All right. So one of my favorite things is I use this app called Letterboxd. Do you know Letterboxd, Kip? Have you ever heard of it?
I think I've heard you mention it, but it's I've yet to dive down that one.
Well, it's one of my favorite things. You just log your movies, you review your movies, you give your movies star ratings. But whenever we watch these movies, I like to go and read people's reviews because there is some really funny people, purposely funny people out there. So these are some of the Letterboxd reviews that I pulled. Bummer Buddy says, if I were a drag queen, my name would be Harry Busey, 3.5 stars.
Wow.
That has nothing to do with this movie.
No.
But it's still funny. Courtney says, perhaps the most wholesome movie that begins with a decapitation, 3 stars.
I'd have to do the math on that, but she's probably right.
Anthony says, when you order the howling werewolf costume from Temu, 2.5 stars.
Wow.
Katie says, this movie is insane, and then in brackets, complimentary, which I think is accurate.
Good. So she was letting us know which way she was going.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Troy Roulette says, the werewolf is the second craziest performance in this movie, 3.5 stars.
Who's implying is the first?
Gary Busey.
Excellent.
And then last one here is from Lisa. It says, this rewatch somehow turned into a debate about whether Everett McGill is hot. In brackets, I am very pro. 5 stars and a heart.
Ah! Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So the very last thing we have to do here is we have to give our own star ratings, Kip. So much just like Letterboxd, we rate these films out of 5 stars. You can do half stars if you'd like. Jay, would you like to go first? Give us your star rating.
Because I was yawning. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. You've been doing a lot of driving. I get it.
Uh, yeah, from it's funny. I didn't expect to like it. The last few that I haven't seen before, I hadn't seen them for a reason. Um, I enjoyed the shit out of this one. In my
Yeah,
mind earlier, I wrote 4 stars because I was having such a good time because I was laughing at it.
yeah,
It is a perfect. If it's so bad, it's good.
yeah,
I don't know if I can, in good conscience, lock in 4 stars because that's about my experience, and We're not reviewing an experience. We're reviewing a movie.
yeah.
Um, I feel like I got to go down the middle with 3 stars.
Yeah.
I want to give it more because I enjoy. I have so, but then I say things like, I'll never. Something I'm coining for the movies I don't like on this show. I tend to say I'll never watch this movie again.
Yeah.
I feel like I would watch this movie again. I'm glad I bought it for $4.99 a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. Like I think this is like part of my Halloween staple for campy, fun, crappy, modern. It's not a modern day, but a more modern day B movie.
Yeah.
B movies don't really exist, anymore. This is one of them, I would say.
I've never seen it with an audience, but I would love to see like a special theatrical presentation of
Dude,
Silver Bullet in the theater with a crowd because I
it's a
do
double
think it would be a
feature.
lot
That
of
and
fun.
Mac and Me. I can't wait to do that with you. We
Yeah.
need to throw a film festival just to do that.
Yeah, just so we can selfishly play Mac and Me and Silver Bullet. Hell yeah.
As a double feature on a Saturday, that would be
Oh,
amazing.
dude, that would be awesome. No, that's great. Um,
Can't help it. Nicole loved that movie. I had never seen it, so
Yeah.
she introduced me to it. So I have a special fondness.
well, there's a new 4K version of it out, so check
So the
your
problem
Apple
is, it
TV.
has not yet been available on Apple TV. Maybe I'm gonna
Oh,
see if it is.
well,
If
this is a special sort of like special
Canadian
releasing
thing?
company, Vinegar Syndrome, so it might not be as widely available in 4K.
I told you about those Nightmare on Elm Streets, though, right? Those all
Yes,
up.
yeah,
for
you were talking
so
about
excited. So excited.
Kip, do you have a star rating?
Oh boy.
Can I make it 3.5 stars? I'll split the difference. I don't
Of
usually
course.
do that. All right.
Yep.
I did enjoy it, and I will watch it again. Sorry.
I'm
Chip.
I'm comfortable with a 3. I
Yeah.
think it's spooky enough to like throw it on and have it on for like Halloween, but not something I'll probably turn on in July.
Yeah. Yeah. Very appropriate.
Mac and Me is available on Tubi and Pluto.
Yeah. I am right in line with you guys. I am 3 stars and a heart on Letterboxd because
Make me back to 3. Let's make it 3s across the board because that's where it belongs. I'm trying to be nice to it because I really did enjoy it, but it's not good.
yeah.
Right down the middle.
And
It didn't give us everything. We can't give it everything.
Yeah, on Letterboxd, my review of the film was 3 stars, and I said I love it. I just wish it was 30% better because that little bit more would just make it
I'd settle for 10% in the right place.
fair.
You know what I mean?
But-
Like get rid of one of the holes or make something better.
Yeah, it is a strange movie because I agree with you, Jay. Like I really enjoy watching it. I say that I love Silver Bullet. I really do. But
The
when
performances were great. I was really surprised.
Exactly. But when you start to like delve into it and like pull those threads, it's
Holes all over the joint.
yes, it falls apart. But there is enough in there that makes it enjoyable. And like I said at the beginning of this episode, it is a very important movie to me because I think about it a lot from my childhood.
Yeah, fuck you up first.
Exactly. I can't remember if it was Mars Attacks or Silver Bullet that scared me first and gave me these nightmares, but I think it might have been Silver Bullet. I have a very vivid memory of watching it with my grandma, and it scared the living crap out of me.
All right, I feel really good that everyone was on the 3 stars. That's cool.
Yeah. I think this is the first time we've ever been in full agreement on all 3 levels. No differentiation between a star or even a half a star. So,
Locked in.
Yeah, and completely average fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I would watch again or put
Yeah.
on in the background at a party or something like that.
Exactly.
Just
Or if
like Mac
someone
and Me.
if someone's never seen it, it'd be fun to watch it with them, right?
Yeah. I mean, would it be? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Uh
Or you go do it.
yeah. uh that's it, I think. Anything else, any other thoughts on the film or anything before we wrap up?
It's just good to see you guys and have you
Yeah,
both at the same time again. It's
likewise.
definitely miss you dudes. Can't wait till you're out this way again. I know at some point Jay's gonna be around. Very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am too. I was trying to see if we could get a little mini reunion going here. If Brandon were to drive south of the border, and I'm sure I could get some of our other LA-based YouTuber friends to come back up north.
Yeah, just keep us updated and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have a good time.
I mean,
Because
for
it was
me, it'll be, I
beautiful
guess,
last year when you were here. You know, it was like December. It was great out.
yeah, we got so lucky. Every time I've been there, I get so lucky with the weather. It's amazing.
Where can people find you online, Kip?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm working on something new, but I'm not ready to reveal that. But
Okay.
let's run some red lights is kind of my is where I nerd out on Instagram. And I share all my Ghostbusters adventures and projects there. And then I've got at Kip is cool, and that's just like mostly my normal life when I do music or see
Yeah.
friends or go back home. It's kind of the one that the family. It's good for my friends and family to keep up on, and then my all my nerd friends and people I've met on the internet. It's let's run some red lights is the spot for that.
Yeah, I had alluded at the beginning of the show that Kip is a fellow detective, and Kip does incredible work when it comes to finding the details and the props and the pieces of whether it be ecto ephemera on the roof rack. Kip does. Kip came into my world when he started doing these incredibly accurate no ghost logos for ectos. But the way that Kip was doing it is he is doing it screen printed in the exact same way that production was making them back in 84.
But with
So
better material.
with and one of the things that I love about Kip's no ghost logos is the subtle imperfections in his screen printed ones because of the layered effects. It
Mhm.
just gives it this like different look to it because
Homegrown
it's
feel.
so
Totally
real,
agree.
right? It is not
Totally agree.
perfect printed a perfect printed decal that is like an absolute perfect circle and all the layers line up. When you do it the screen printed way as Kip has done, everything just kind of maybe bleeds a little bit or is shifted ever so slightly, and it just gives this realism effect because it's exactly how the original no ghost logos were made. So that's Project 84. That's what that's called, right, Kip?
Ultimate 84. And you can go to
Ultimate 84.
ultimate84.com.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
kind of see the project and we've got some digital downloads for the newer films.
yeah.
Uh, but there's pretty much anybody who's a fan of Ghostbusters and is if they're building an ecto or you've got like your daily driver you have converted over. I've got options for everybody,
Yeah.
and it will fall under some type of screen accurate category between the four films.
Yeah.
I should say the four core films minus
Yeah.
the I've not done the answer the
Answer the
call
call.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing you have that's coming out that's pretty exciting is you helped the Hasbro team with some detail work on the Hasbro Pulse Ecto One that's coming out. Unfortunately, people can't order it anymore because it was a crowd-funded thing.
Yeah.
But it is coming out. I have an Ecto. It's a toy. What? How long is it? 22 inches long or something like that. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere in the ballpark.
Yeah, but
It's
Kip helped the Hasbro team get some of the details right on that toy, and that'll be coming pretty soon. I'm very excited about it.
yeah,
There is
you'll
yet to be an accurate Ecto toy, so I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, it's once they start kind of shipping out, and typically Hasbro will send kind of the content creators some advanced versions. So hopefully we'll see videos soon of kind of some unboxing from maybe Ghostbusters News or some of our favorite
We hope to
creators
receive
over
ours
there.
soon. Thank you very
Yes.
much, Lab.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Fortunately, I'm friends with somebody from Toy Anxiety, Ryan Dole, who popped in at the beginning of the show. So I'm sure there'll be some content related to that Ecto once they start to release.
Yeah, I'm excited for the people who were not on the project to get their hands on it.
Yeah, I can't wait. And the coolest thing about it is if you order the deluxe version, it has swappable pieces so you can do Ecto 1 and Ecto 1A. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Jay, where can people find you and follow you along on your road trip?
Thank you very much, Brandon. Porsche Life 111. I'm all over the country. I'm all over the USA right now. I'm actually in Houston, but traveling everywhere. So send a message. Also, Late Night Playset, obviously on hiatus while we're on the road, but lots of old videos you can check out. And that's it, I guess. I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to keep trying. I mean, as long as I'm able to show up on Wednesdays, I'll be here for the show.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for making it. I was a little worried.
Well,
Wanted to see your face.
And thank you.
And I'm glad you're all right.
I know.
Yeah,
and thank you.
We'll get better. I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah.
You committed to the bit for 2 hours and 28 minutes. So congratulations to you, Kip.
Thank you.
I'm Brandon. You can find me at BC DeLorean on all social media. Make sure you follow A Blockbuster Year on Instagram, on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel down here. We do this show live every Wednesday. That being said, we are actually off next week. Both Jay and I are traveling, so there will be no show next Wednesday, but we will be back.
First time yet.
Wednesday after that, yes. Yeah, we're breaking our 13-week streak.
Wow, congrats.
Because Jay will be traveling and I'll be celebrating some 1985 Back to the Future fandom as part of the
You'll be in
Back
LA.
to the Future. Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, there's a whole week of Back to the Future fan events going on in the Burbank, LA area. And so
I'm bummed I'll miss that and miss all you guys hanging out.
Yeah. There's a big mall meetup on the Saturday, I believe. Some tours, some special guests. So it's gonna be a fun night. Depending on where I am, maybe I'll do a little quick live stream from my phone.
Excuse me, Mr. Bonus Episode.
Just something. It's 1985. Got to celebrate it, right? So,
That's
yeah.
fair.
If you want to see some content from that, you can follow BC DeLorean, and I'm sure I'll be posting tons of photos. We're bringing our time machine, and we're bringing our Biff automotive detail truck down for the event. So it's gonna be a fun week.
Love it.
Yeah. Thank you, Kip, for being here. Sorry, Reverend Kip. I want to put some respect on the name, Reverend Kip. Thank you for being here.
Anytime.
Jay, safe travels, safe driving. I will talk to you soon, and I hope you have a great trip. You know,
thanks. I'll probably see you soon. I'll probably see you sooner because
I'll see you on the West Coast.
And thanks to everybody for watching at home.
Yes, thank you. Have a great night. See ya.
See ya.